Yo, it's your boy Odyssey. 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 Zika Lies Real World. Well, back in the days, I've been rap about Zika Lies Real World, but just don't miss the rap song. But I've been rapping it for like 10 years in the rap tunes, you know. So it wasn't nothing but a national hit, but you can get used to one of the best hit single that you loved it to, you know. Because it ain't no concert, so just gonna have to try to tell you what's happening in the world and in California now. So let's see how it goes. So check it out. All right, we'll bring on some subjection news. Breaking news. The Indians mascots are gonna have to replace for schools for the logos and the sports and the other venues to deal with different new colors, to bring some new ideas around the Northern California and Southern California, and the rest of the Native American tribes are going to have to place the area. Well, here's why. Because they don't want to use the Napa Indians no more, because they know they changed the logo to Reebok. Well, that's a little weird to think about the name, because Napa Reeboks is a weird name. I'm like, it's funny to me that they use the name to go by the gargoyle person who charges around the area. Or, especially the name for the sports logo, they were supposed to change it to like a San Francisco Warriors logo they used it with the Indian hat on it. But you don't want to end up silly because it's too racist, because they know that shit in the 60s, but you don't want to deal with that stuff like this. Because it's a little too weird when it come out like that, but we just want to use it, keep it as a logo as Golden State Warriors. To use one of those San Francisco and Oakland Eastern Span logo, but I think this is better what they get used to for the Golden State Warriors and the owner and the colors. So at least they'll have to get used to it when the Warriors are going to San Francisco. You know what I mean? And I understand what that's going to be worth, and same as all of the schools. I think they're going to have to end up banned right now, because, you know, if they already had Cal exited earlier, then replace one of those Indian logos that you sure did not need, because it's racist. Because we know we're talking about why we have to respect for the Indians, because, you know, because a lot of it in the indigenous ethnic groups around in California have to deal with all those the Native American tribes to get more respectful on the pollutions around the area for the population to raise up about like 200,000 or more. But if they can get separatives like that, like right now, because we know it's when we're talking about Cherokee, Sioux Falls, or something like that. We don't know that's going to take up the volumes to keep up in the villages, the forests, and all that. Because they've been burning out some trees since like during the wildfires. And you know, somebody was there before, and I'm like, man, Native Trump supporters are just like scared to death, you know? And then they just died like 66 people, you know what I mean? And it's sad to think about that stuff, you know, about what happened from when I talked about from the news the other day. And it's like, you know, we need to decolonize the area of the California while the California has to deal with this 60-80 union, because maybe it's better what they get used to. Because decolonize is better, because there are so many worse natural disasters just come around here in California. Luxury taxes it's just going up lately, but they're gonna explode and deuce down and get the low income and reservations. Well, we're talking about casinos because somebody else is gonna have to own the area. I know there's gonna be a change instead of using one of those Indian logos. Maybe I think Joe Lake and Peter Goober understands about that, but they just don't want to use it no more. They just want to use it as the Eastern Span logo, so they can keep it instead of using those San Francisco jerseys. They can be used as the Indian logo. because it wasn't. That's because it's not appropriate to use those logos to represent it. But you can use it as a Golden State logo, as the one of the Eastern Span logo. You know what I mean? And that is more appropriate to the audiences to watch them because a lot of Indians love the Warriors. You know what I mean? You gotta understand how the organization and the franchise to think about that the picture of the NBA be clear, especially for like the people who can making fun of that can be something that's racist, like it did the Cleveland Indians. That is too racist. Maybe they can keep it. Whatever the MLB is gonna say, what the Americas can be very much disrespectful on California and the Native American tribes because it's very disrespectful. And we know they can give their slaves to the others because we don't care what kind of the people think. And I understand right now with these people, they're just saying stuff that's racist towards each other. Like they did in the movie called The Black Kid Klaxman. But there is going to be a change. Same thing with Death and Nation. But that movie wasn't the Californians' favorite movie at the time because there's not a good example rank. Because that's not a good example, but you can still watch it like a little bit less at a time before the movie just gotten popular a little bit more. But we'll talk about some more topic movies for later for the next column because maybe like sports will be coming out sooner or later, but we don't know that's going to be coming out in a front because we know there is going to be issues having civil war for each countries to go against attack each other. And we know the Republic of California will be part of the represented in Moscow, Russia. Because that's going to replace the building there where it's represented to that entire area because, you know, in this institute, I think this is going to help to represent the Indians and the Californians to convert each other as to love their people in this entire culture. And that's it. And that's going to be the easy way to count. I mean, you can see what's going to be, how many Indians are going to have to grow like any type of family because maybe they're going to be the most happiest family that's going to be happening until next year or a couple years. So I think the Indians will be very so happy for during today. So just keep loving about the Indians, keep loving with the Californians. Because we want to hear how the great news that we're going to have to sponsor up with. This is going to be great. Alright, well, moving on to the Mexican word of the day. Carne asadas. Well, I don't know what that means in English, but some kind of had to deal with the meat. But carne asadas is one of my favorite meat, Mexican meat of all time. But it's part of the Californian meat, but it's the best meat I ever loved to eat it with. But beef steak is okay, but not a prone taste since I ate that stuff during dinner time for today, since when I got back from something great, something famous that you want to grow up to. Well, for now, carne asadas is my gift. I can make the God's gift for all of these people of the Franciscans area who really love to cook carne asadas. And it's great to have the great meat since when they've been cooked since the Mexican Americans have been there for a long time. It was great to think about how those Mexicanos or Hispanicos, like Spaniards that can be around there, like to cook them. Isn't that delicious what we can see in California? Yes, it is. It's a California food. If you don't understand what California food that's come from each part of the area, just go watch on YouTube and see what the hell that's going to go pay attention up to you. You know? You know, like In-N-Out, McDonald's, or any type of California foods you want to have to look out to it. Make sure the companies can still be around here, California, because because the American colony foods are going to have to getting out of business to get rid of Burger King, to get rid of Whole Foods Market, to get rid of Trader Joe's, to get rid of each American foods that we don't need. Because we need California product foods to sell products in everywhere. Like they did with the WIC support. Because I think I saw one store that's next to Burger King. I think this is going to help more support for all those Californians to eat there. Because it's the Californians' favorite store to eat with. It's better than Safeway. Think about it. Alright, so we'll move it on to the next episode sooner or later or next season. But things are going to have to come out soon. So don't celebrate 4th of July and Thanksgiving because we're going to here to bless California to make a better country again. So this is Zika Live's Odyssey. Keep it Odyssey, keep it real.